There are so many different travel credit cards that are out there that can allow you to travel the world for free and experience some incredible travel redemptions like first-class flights and luxury hotel stays. But the problem is it can be really difficult to figure out which of these travel cards are going to be essential to your credit card setup, and especially since a lot of them do have higher annual fees, it's going to be important that you prioritize the right cards. So in this video, I'm going to discuss why you don't actually need popular travel cards like the Capital One Venture X, Chase Sapphire Reserve, and Hilton Aspire, and instead I'm going to discuss the only 3 travel credit cards that you truly need and why these 3 cards alone can allow you to travel the world for free and get all the core benefits that are essential to travel credit cards. Alright, so the first travel credit card that you truly need is going to be the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which is a mid-tier credit card and it has an annual fee of $95. The Sapphire Preferred has a welcome bonus offer of being able to receive 60,000 points when you're able to spend $4,000 or more in the first 3 months of having the card. And the nice thing about the Chase ecosystem is that even if you redeem those points for cash back, you still get a value of 1 cent per point, which would give this welcome bonus a value of $600. But even though that $600 in minimum value is already going to cancel out the annual fee on the Sapphire Preferred during at least the first 6 years of having the card, you are going to be able to double that potential value by utilizing some travel redemption capabilities that I'm going to discuss in a second. The point multipliers on the Chase Sapphire Preferred are going to be for 5x back on travel booked through the Chase portal, 3x back on dining, 3x back on online grocery store purchases, 3x back on select streaming services, 2x back on all other travel, and then 1x back on everything else. Those point multipliers are okay, but honestly, I never use my Chase Sapphire Preferred for any sort of spending because I just don't get that much value from those point multipliers. And instead, I think this Sapphire Preferred is essential for the travel capabilities. First, the Chase Sapphire Preferred is going to give you a $50 hotel credit for any hotels that you book through the Chase travel portal. So if you're able to use that, you can lower your effective fee on the Sapphire Preferred down to just $45. Additionally, the Sapphire Preferred is going to give you 25% higher redemption value when you book travel through the Chase portal. And then the Sapphire Preferred is also going to give you the ability to transfer out your points to Chase's travel partners. Chase's travel partners include some really popular hotels and airlines, including some high redemption value partners like Hyatt. And this is exactly why I said earlier that it's very possible to double the amount of value that you're getting from your Chase points and get at least 2 cents per point in redemption value, or in some cases even higher. The many travel benefits on the Chase Sapphire Preferred is also a reason that the Chase Sapphire Reserve did not make my list and is not one of the only travel cards that you need, because yes, the Sapphire Reserve will give you some additional travel benefits, such as a higher redemption value when you book travel through the Chase portal, but the Sapphire Preferred is going to give you a lot of the same benefits as the Sapphire Reserve, including the most important benefit, which is being able to transfer out your Chase points to Chase's travel partners at just a fraction of the cost. Overall, the Chase Sapphire Preferred is one of the only 3 travel cards that you need because it gives you that desired access to the Chase ecosystem and Chase's travel partners at a pretty affordable cost. Before I get into the only other 2 travel credit cards that you need, it's going to be really important that you're maximizing the value from the points that you're earning for free travel in the future. And that brings us into the sponsor for today's video, Kudos. Kudos is a free shopping extension that helps you to pick the best credit card at checkout and also doubles your credit card rewards at over 15,000 sites, or in other words, helps you to spend less and earn more. With Kudos, it's never been easier to rack up credit card points because, for instance, if you normally earn 3% back from your credit cards at sites like Booking.com and StubHub, with Kudos, you'll get 6% back, which is basically additional free money. It's super easy to use because you'll basically just add Kudos to your desktop or iPhone in just a few clicks, shop like normal, and then Kudos will appear at checkout to handle the rest. Kudos has saved the average user over $750 per year, and since in this video we're talking about the only travel cards that you need for free travel, that $750 in additional value is basically like a flight to Europe depending on your booking. So let Kudos optimize your point earnings this summer so that you can start traveling the world for free. And don't wait, use the code MATT to get Kudos for free by clicking the link below or going to joinkudos.com/Matt the future you is going to thank you later. All right, the second travel credit card that you truly need is going to be the American Express Platinum. The American Express Platinum is arguably the most popular travel credit card, but before I get into all the core benefits on that card, I did just want to discuss a concept that is pretty underrated and honestly isn't talked about that much, and that is going to be points diversity. Basically, I think it's important to build relationships and accumulate credit card points with different credit card issuers because certain credit card ecosystems have specific benefits and it helps to mitigate risk. I think Chase and American Express are the two best credit card issuers, and having relationships and credit cards with both of them allows you to have access to specific travel partners and specific travel redemptions. So that is one reason why the first two cards on my list of the only 3 travel cards that you need are the Chase Sapphire Preferred and American Express Platinum. But now, in terms of the American Express Platinum specifically, this card is extremely well known, and a huge reason for that is how luxurious and premium this card is in terms of those high-level travel experiences. The Amex Platinum does have a really high annual fee of $695, and then the public welcome bonus offer is going to be to receive 80,000 American Express points if you're able to spend $6,000 or more in the first 6 months of having the card. But there are targeted offers that are available where you can receive 125,000 or 150,000 American Express points, so it's always going to be a good idea to look around and try to find the best referral link that's going to give you the best welcome bonus offer. So the Amex Platinum does have that high annual fee of $695, but the Platinum card does have a bunch of different specific travel credits and benefits that can help to offset that annual fee. And so I'm going to give you a high-level overview of some of the main core benefits that you need to make sure that you are using on your Amex Platinum card. But if you want to see some more in-depth videos on the Amex Platinum, then I do plan to make some more videos on this card in the future. So make sure to subscribe down below so that you don't miss out on those future videos. If we start with the credits, here are the main credits that I think most people who have the Amex Platinum or plan to get the Amex Platinum in the future are going to be able to take advantage of. First, you'll get a $240 digital entertainment credit that can be used for purchases like Hulu, Audible, and ESPN+. Secondly, you'll get a $200 Uber credit that you can use for either Uber Eats or Uber Rides. Then you'll get a $200 airline fee credit that can be used for incidental fees like check bags. And finally, the last core credit that I think most people would be able to use would be a $200 hotel credit that you can use for any bookings at the American Express, Fine Hotels and Resorts, or the Hotel Collection. There are other credits that you can take advantage of even beyond those 4 core credits, but if you did nothing else except for maximize those 4 core credits, you'd get a value of $840, which is going to give you more value than the $695 annual fee. I obviously understand that not everyone is going to be able to get the full value from those credits, but there are some other benefits on the Amex Platinum that you can also take advantage of for some luxury travel experiences. As an example, one travel benefit that the Amex Platinum is famous for is going to be airport lounges, as the Amex Platinum is going to give you access to over 1,400 airport lounges in 140 different countries, which is going to include access to things like Centurion lounges, Delta Sky clubs, and Priority Pass. Especially if you are someone who travels frequently for personal or business reasons, the value that you can get from airport lounges can really add up, because if you're getting free food and free drinks every single time you go to the airport at like a Centurion lounge, that can add up to hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in value, depending on how often you go to airports. Plus, the American Express Platinum is going to give you automatic Hilton Gold status and automatic Marriott Gold Elite status, which is going to elevate the stays that you have at those properties, and is another reason why you don't 100% need cards like the Hilton Aspire or Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant. Overall, the Sapphire Preferred is the more basic core travel card that I think is a great starting point for anyone. And then the American Express Platinum really elevates your travel experiences by giving you all those additional premium travel benefits. Finally, if we get into the third card for the only 3 travel cards that you need, I think this last pick is going to be the most surprising, and that card is going to be the Chase World of Hyatt. I know some of you are probably wondering how the Chase World of Hyatt would beat out some other popular travel cards like the Capital One Venture Rex or the Hilton Aspire. And don't worry, I'm going to get into my exact reasoning in a second. The Chase World of Hyatt card has an annual fee of $95, and then the welcome bonus is going to allow you to earn up to 60,000 Hyatt points, which will take the form of earning 30,000 points when you spend $3,000 or more in the first 3 months. And then you'll also have the ability to earn an additional 30,000 points because you'll be earning 2x back on all purchases during your first 6 months. The point multipliers on the Chase World of Hyatt card are going to be for up to 9x back on Hyatt properties, 2x back on restaurants, airline tickets that are purchased directly from the airline, local transit and gym memberships, and then 1x back on everything else. But the main long-term value on this card is that you're going to earn a free night certificate on the Chase World of Hyatt card every year for a category 1 through 4 Hyatt property. What makes this benefit so valuable is that it's going to be incredibly easy to use that free night certificate at a Hyatt property that's going to give you more value than the $95 annual fee. And as an example, I'm from the Seattle area, and the Hyatt Regency Seattle classifies as a category 4 Hyatt property, which would mean that it would qualify for the free night certificate, and the lowest rate for a room at the Hyatt Regency Seattle is about $275 per night. So that would mean that in this example, I would be getting 3 times the value than the annual fee on the Chase World of Hyatt card every year. Hyatt is also expanding their property reach and adding new brands, which is making valuable Hyatt properties more accessible to more and more people, which makes this free night certificate even more relevant. And all of this brings me into the reason that the Chase World of Hyatt card is one of the only 3 travel credit cards that you need, and that's because this card is a keeper card, in the sense that the value that you get from this card is going to be more than the fee every single year. And you could make the argument that the Capital One Venture X or the Hilton Aspire could be classified as keeper cards as well. And while it is true that both of those cards can give you a lot of value, and it is possible to get a lot more value than the fee on those cards as well, it does take a lot more work to utilize all of those benefits to offset the fee. So as an example, on the Capital One Venture X, you do have to book at least $300 worth of travel each year. And sometimes booking travel through a travel portal can be limiting and restrictive. And then on the Hilton Aspire card, you do need to stay at Hilton properties, honestly, at least a couple times per year to maximize those benefits like the Hilton Resort credit and Hilton Diamond status. Whereas the Chase World of Hyatt card offers you a really simple way to use that card as a keeper card and get more value than the fee every year. And that's simply to stay at least 1 night at a Hyatt property each year. But in order to finalize my argument on why these are the only 3 travel cards that you need, and why you don't actually need any other travel cards, let's discuss the core benefits that you should be looking for in a travel credit card, and where those benefits would show up in this 3-card setup. First, arguably the most important benefit on a travel credit card is going to be the ability to transfer out your points to travel partners, because that's going to be what's going to allow you to increase your travel redemption upside, and you're going to have that benefit on the Chase Sapphire Preferred and on the American Express Platinum. Next, one core benefit for a travel credit card is going to be airport lounge access, and like I mentioned earlier, the Amex Platinum is pretty much the best credit card that you can possibly get for airport lounge access. In terms of travel point multipliers, the American Express Platinum is going to give you 5x back on flights booked directly with airlines, or for flights that are booked through the Amex travel portal, and then 5x back on prepaid hotels as well. And then on the Chase World of Hyatt card, you'll get 9x back on Hyatt properties, and on the Chase Sapphire Preferred, you'll get 5x back on any travel that's booked through the Chase portal. Next, the Amex Platinum is going to give you Hilton Gold status and Marriott Gold Elite status, and then the Chase World of Hyatt card is going to give you Hyatt Discover status. And then there's plenty more that I could discuss, but the last thing that I want to point out is that pretty much all 3 of these cards have some sort of travel protections, with the American Express Platinum giving you some pretty premium travel protections. Obviously, there are some other fantastic travel credit cards that are out there as well, but for those of you who want to travel the world for free, utilizing credit card points, these are truly the only 3 travel credit cards that you need. But if you want to know how Hilton is crushing the competition, and why a card like the Hilton Aspire could actually be a good fit for you depending on your situation, then go watch this video next. Thank you all so much for watching this video, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Peace.